How do this generation connect?
They don't. Maybe this generation in Turkey, because it is a national day of commemoration, they may connect to some who wish to connect. But the problem with these kinds of official commemorations is it lacks a spiritual dimension, so it becomes just repetitive. Okay? Because sincerity takes time, and there are so many things that needs to be done before you reach to that point. Because Çanakkale is not just any battle, but it has to be connected to Islam. Who commemorates something these days, specifically about Islam, other than the two Eids? Right? And how are you going to speak about Çanakkale and its spiritual dimension if you don't bring up Khilafat? Khilafat is a subject that is forbidden in so many countries. So it is for those whose hearts are turned towards the Ottomans, they may discover a little bit more, this and that. But there's such an uphill struggle to it, because shaitans are putting so many blocks for not this generation, our generation to understand. Nobody here, I would say, exception maybe the Turkish ones, we haven't heard of Çanakkale if it's not for Shah Effendi. And to bring that Çanakkale into the bigger scope of things is part of Islam. It's not just a battle. So if you ask me how are we going to make them, we are doing that here right now with our younger generation. The younger generation will follow the older generation, or they will reject the older generation when there is no connection. So we are here, we're remembering, we're taking what is necessary for these times to speak, to remember, because the remembrance of Çanakkale should not be once a year, of course. Every time we remember Karbala, we have to remember them. Every time we remember any battle in Islam, we have to remember those who lived for the sake of Allah and those who passed. Every time we remember Karbala, it's not an event that happened 1400 years ago, it's happening now. So, Muslims are not taught history, and if they are taught history, it's just dry history. There's no connection to whatever is happening now. So, our way of remembering is the way that our Shaykh has taught us. A couple of words here and there. We make the kids to listen to some stories here and there. Our respect, our zikr, our mawlid of them, it is enough for now. Because they are fresh and alive, and they hear very well. They listen. They hear and they understand what we're doing, and they're seeing what we're doing. So that means that when we commemorate them also, we're asking Allah not only to bless them, but we're also asking Allah that they send their support to us. And this is what is the meaning of that now. So that inshallah Rahman, when the time comes, may we have their support to behave properly as believers, to have that bravery and to have that courage, inshallah. As much is enough. Open the curtains. Any other question? Anyone else? Yes.
I've never experienced this myself, but I was wondered what it takes, the courage and the bravery that it takes to go and fight an enemy that worldwide appears to be much more stronger and always and having odds against us.
The order for us now is not to fight. You're not supposed to fight. You're supposed to sit and you're supposed to wait. No one has the power to order that, to fight. It is forbidden. The only thing that we need to fight is our ego right now. And if you cannot fight your ego, you cannot fight anything. You understand? So that is enough for us. For now, inshallah. This is what we are here for, to understand. We don't have the power. Leave it. Allah is watching. If He likes, He can change everything by tomorrow morning, with or without us. Our responsibility is to say, Ya Rabbi, may we be on the side of truth. Keep us there. We cannot do anything, but at least we are putting our hands out and we're asking for your help. This is enough. Understand? وأمين الله توفيق الفاتحة.